Welcome back to the Blizz tutorial part 10, creating a boss jumping enemy. This is part 3 of 3. What we're going to do today is take a look at the last event. It's a parallel process right here. And just walk through it real quick, and then that will be the end of this tutorial. First thing I want to remind you about is about the event order. I remember when I was telling you that this is event 1, this is event 2, this is event 3, this is event 4, this is event 5. Now we're going to see why. When we look at this parallel process up here, the first one is going to set the event ID equal to 2, since that's the first number of the fire event, and the next one will be 3, and then 4, and then 5. Alright, so it starts off on 2. Actor ID is going to start off on 0 because there's up to 4 actors in the party, and the counting starts at 0. Then we're going to perform a script call, which says setter set party size, and setter is the module that we created. Next, we have these 2 large conditional branches, one here, one here. This one is turned on when horizontal fire is on, and this one checks for the vertical fire. The vertical fire switch is on. So conditional branch 1 says if vertical fire switch is on, start a loop, and that loop will start off by checking the conditional branch if the actor ID is less than the party size. If that's true, it's going to use a conditional branch which calls a script call setter : set actor XY. And then it's going to do a conditional branch setter : check collision. You want to make sure that you're using a capital letter there for the module. And so right there we have just used our 3 methods that we set up in that module. So it sets the actor XY, it checks for collision. If there is collision, then it calls the counting event deal damage. So we'll take a look at this real quick. If the fire switch is on, starts a loop. If actor ID, since it's going to start off at 0, that's less than the party size, then it calls the setter method to set the XY. It checks for collision. If there's collision, it deals damage. If there is no collision, the branch will end, and that will call control variable actor ID +1. And so then we would start right back up here underneath loop. Check if actor ID is less than party size of 4, which it is. Set XY, check for collision. If there is collision, deal damage. If not, increment by 1. And once this is no longer true, once actor size is greater than party size, or greater than or equal to party size, actor ID will be set back to 0, and event ID will increment by 1. So instead of checking event ID 2, we check an event ID 3. And this loop is just identical to the last one. Once that's finished, same thing, there's a break loop here for the else on, if actor ID is less than party size. If that's not true, that's when the loop will break, and it will set the actor ID back to 0, and it will increment the event ID by 1. That's why it's important that those event IDs go 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I put these in here just for backup. Event ID will be set to 4, and actor ID will be set to 0. And the next one just checks if the horizontal flame is on, and everything else is basically identical. And there's 2 sides to that. So it checks for event number 4 and event number 5. Now we'll take a look at the game one more time. you can kind of just pay attention to what we have going on now. You have to move out flames, the flashing, and so hopefully the next video will set it up so that the other party members can join in and they can use their weapons as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.